Pregame.com.
Pregame.tv, one more game to break down. Battle of L.A. Clippers, Lakers. I am Steve Fezzik. I am here with Bryan Leonard. And Bryan said the Lakers are not going to make the playoffs just last week. Do we still feel that way?
Oh, yeah. They're not making the playoffs, but they are going to win this game. It's just a situational play for me. You got both teams coming back home. They were both out of town for the Grammys, I believe.
The Grammy trip.
The Grammy trip. No, they did not take their grandparents on a trip. It's actually the Grammys, the music.
Did the Grammys last that long?
I don't know. They must be doing a lot of practicing.
I don't get out much. I thought it was like a one-night thing. So.
Well, I think it was a one-night thing, but they're there all week, festivities and practicing. And I don't know. I've never been to the Grammys, and to be honest with you, I did not know a single song that was nominated for a Grammy, so that tells you what kind of music I listen to. But, yeah, you've got the Clippers coming back home. Both teams will be playing their second game since they get back home. The Clippers play at Houston, play against Houston the night before, so it's going to be a track meet. So you get a team back home playing a track meet the night before against Houston. Now they're playing the Lakers. They've already beaten the Lakers twice this year. Those were statement games for the Clippers. Now I believe it's a statement game for the Lakers. Lakers play Phoenix, and this is the game against the Clippers, and this is do or die for the Lakers right now. It's a home game. They can't afford to lose a home game, especially to the crosstown rival locker room rival who's already beaten twice. I think this is the game the Lakers have to have, and I believe they get it.
I think they both live like in Marina Del Rey or in Manhattan Beach. I doubt very much that they're in the Inland Empire or in Anaheim, so they're probably just in the same neighborhood, all the players. They probably carpool together to the game, in fact, right? What do you think about Dwight Howard now saying teams are targeting his hurt shoulder? Did you hear this? When they foul him.
It makes a lot of sense.
What I would do.
Yeah, really. I mean, that's why Bill Belichick doesn't tell people what his injuries are, because he doesn't want somebody hitting him in that injured part. I mean, it makes a lot of sense, and especially when you're playing and you're grabbing that shoulder, you've got bandages on that shoulder, you're playing a physical position center in the NBA. People are going to tend to hit you in that shoulder.
You know, and I'm like, I have no sympathy at all, because I would say, you know, if you didn't want to get, he's like, I'm getting hacked like crazy in the paint. It's like, well, maybe if you had learned to shoot free throws at higher than 47%, people wouldn't be smashing you, and it turns into a slobber knocker. And so when I look at that, I have to laugh. And here's a guy, obviously, he looks like he could be like a road warrior, you know. I mean, he looks like a demolition type of dude. You can handle some contact in the paint, you know?
Yeah, he's a physical specimen, and he's made it known that he lifts a lot of weights, and he eats healthy. And I've had a torn labrum on my left side. I got torn rotator cuff and labrum on my right side. It's painful, but I'm not out there every day banging with 7-foot, 300-pound guys. Worst thing I do is bump into you in the hallway.
Brian and I used to play basketball when we were younger, and we'd always guard each other, and that way we could score some points and not get hurt. Worked out very well, I think.
Yeah, it's funny how we would run from the three-point line to the three-point line. We were the biggest guys on the team size-wise, and we still wouldn't go underneath it. It worked out pretty well.
Well, the Clippers, they got guys that don't. Like Blake Griffin doesn't go out of the three-point line, and he's. You know, I was actually watching him play, and I was shocked at how quick he really is. The one thing, my critique of his game is he wanted to be a point guard. I saw him like running the break and not passing the ball with surprising success, you know, to see what he can do, you know, with it. But I tell you, this Clipper team with Chris Paul back, and it's just, it is frightening to me how I worry about the little brother, big brother, when the little brother is suddenly better than the big brother and just wants to like let out all their aggression because of all the years that they played second fiddle. And that's why, although the spot to me screams Lakers, I still can't get behind it. Not if they're the ones that the Lakers would have to be getting points, and I don't think they're going to be getting points in this game. But it sounds to me like we're going to butt heads again on this one.
This won't be the first time, and we'll make it official.
Very good. Let's do it.
No doubt in my mind, the Clippers are the better team here. I think everybody understands that. But this is a must-win game here for the Lakers. Clippers, without Chris Paul, 6-6. With Chris Paul, we've seen how good they can be. But this is a statement game here for the Lakers. They have to have this game. I don't think they make the playoffs, but this is a must-win game for them. Coming back home, Clippers played the night before against Houston. I don't think it's a great spot for them. They know they're the better team here. They've proved it. I think this is the statement game for the Lakers. Maybe the one and only time I play the Lakers here, but I'll do it in this one. I like the spot.
Sure, one and only time. I've heard that before. And then next week, it's kind of like those poker players. One time, that you've used up your one time on the Lakers. You get this one.
There you go.
Be careful with that. Hey, at pregame.tv, be sure to come back and check us out on Friday. We are going to have Vegas Runner. We're going to have Marco D'Angelo. And one thing we're doing at pregame, I want to let everybody know, go over to pregame.com if you like what you see with these videos. On a daily basis, I am putting out a Fezzik's Focus audio where I talk early in the morning about the upcoming games, what happened the night before. Marco D'Angelo does a bang-up job. He puts up a first look every morning, and then Vegas Runner comes in and has his steam read later on, lets you know what lines have moved, who's betting, and what's causing it. Some really good stuff, not only here at pregame.tv, but over at pregame.com.
I just started doing a thing for baseball. I'm a huge baseball fan. Brian's Diamonds. We're going to talk about some of the great articles I've read. I'm heading to spring training for a couple of weeks. Talked about, hopefully I get a couple interviews.
You might get some inside information.
Yeah, it's good. When you go to spring training, not only do you get to talk to the sports writers, you also get to talk to the fans that go there and they know the teams far better than you or I would, with 30 teams, whatever. So you get good information there. And the spring training time is you actually get a chance to talk to the players. And it's great. And I enjoy it. I go every year. And I'm going to be putting up, I do a lot of fantasy baseball stuff.
And you're going to give us some season win numbers for baseball and a couple that you like.
We'll go with some over-unders. But there'll be stuff all the time, either fantasy baseball, betting baseball, or just interesting things that we can learn from that I saw the prior night. We can use that for the future. So I don't think it'll work out great. Brian's Diamonds.
Outstanding. Let's wrap up here at pregame.tv. We'll see everybody next week, and thanks for tuning in.